OKFM 101.7.
Albert.
Ready.
Remember daddy me. So that person me from wow. And I to say, "Oh no, we are me near be and we are me baby." Your name. Let's start with that. Albert Possible.
Okay.
So your father is called Mr. Possible.
No, please.
Okay. Explain. It sounds a bit uncommon and interesting. Albert Possible.
I think I believe by we are no. A dean war in Susan so be a braboso and a dean be a befabia so tre what you stand for.
Okay.
And as coming up as an artist or as a person, no, me realizing one say after say ya two dean with you, there are name people also call you in the vicinity of the society you are in.
Okay.
Based on their way and what you believe in. It's a drama I met Tony how I'm presenting my message in my music and I'm that very name possible. Tenye dia make say my parents at the tome.
Why not the two?
A dia menya as a result of what I do. Then I come from the onset say vicinity no share what you stand for. Sometimes they can give you name. Obi a bit me a friend say just away. It means that who be back or so that is the name idea man. And almost share your way anyway, then they will give you a name based on what you believe in.
So your community saw what you were doing, and then the community called you one day and say, "Fits in Neko, within your possible."
No, okay, I wouldn't say it's the community, but if we nipa back also, I think the cost studio. Now in the course of the recording, no, na Kia nipa using was very high, but I believe say no matter how it was, no engineer him say me I'm carrying so still I can do it. To me, yeah, anyway, no say no. Then I believe say I dear be anywhere person we are and when you have that belief in you, everything is possible. So since that time, me or friend me possible sana. It didn't be kai.
But with Dian Kasankasa, Eden.
Median Kasa Albert Hayfred.
Hayfred.
Yes, please.
Hayfred. Where then? Fantina.
Me Fantina.
Okay. Now possible there to say
it's a stage name.
Possible to say be a friend of divine favor. I mean, anyway. I mean, let's not go. I was just hearing one that is called a give and take, and that is also a name. Forgive me. Sometimes I ask very real questions based on what I see.
Okay.
You sound some way very unusual. I mean to say, when you go to this prayerful, anointing filled people, is that where you belong? Or more mundi debi or no more you're fasting kabaye. I mean your looks. Once I know look no.
Yeah.
I mean who come on?
I wouldn't say I belong to them. I'm different from them, but I have some of their traits in me based on the type of music I listening to.
I see.
Yeah.
Why are you doing gospel music?
I think there is something in the Bible. Bible Kasim say a few minutes spent in the house of the Lord is better than 1,000 years that we've roamed in the world.
And that is different from gospel music. A few minutes spent in the house of the Lord.
So what I want to do, what I'm trying to say is that say, oh yeah, bibi amanyamea. So far as the gospel is concerned, even if when ya bibi when in pain so cry, God will reward you. So that is why I've chosen to do the gospel thing.
So your response is say, "Oh yeah, music gospel music because nyame very reward you."
Yes.
Oh, so
and as soon as God reward you, humanity too will reward you.
So it's a self-interest thing. It's for your own reward, your own personal benefits.
No.
Master say Anna we can have it. Okay, we treat him way.
Min church when they say adie bi a we bia no there is a reward attached to it. Either say we ama nyame na we ama nimpa. And I make say as soon as nyankopon be hu say me buy to your mama no, God has a way, and I believe say music is one of the things I rade energy ho. Enti no ade nyame energy ho, so I believe say ye me asede say me yama no. So that is why I've chosen to do that.
And who want to say nyame adwuma?
Yes.
Well, I was reading somewhere yesterday in the book of Matthew from 38 going downwards, talking about the harvest being plentiful,
okay,
and the laborers being few. Basically, we need people in the house of God to do the work of God. Na nyame adwuma no nti eye calling, I mean your free and eye talent bi na wa office umfanya nyame adwuma.
Bible says
Bible see, Bible see.
My reason for
you to what do you say then I will see.
I be my basics is in the word of the Lord. Yeah, what Ghana the constitution 1992. Into Yadi is based on that. Into the MSMA, that is my foundation. So I can't just talk without not.
So everything you do is from a biblical perspective,
yes.
Bible based.
Yes.
Oh, God, sorry, why?
CAC.
But only if they say and yeah, but sorry, very deep life. And now Pentecost when they start to do this Bible see. Okay, young boy. Now be so side a year of free and I be a domache de be a wo so enti openyum na nyum to year with the wonim tone so enti wo feel say ma me fam boa nyame adwuma ana your free wo feel say nyame afra we say be yes adwuma we no fam boa me adwuma.
Oh, so I said they were all kind from the onset and I say adwuma ne so but apafo ni so so it means that nyankopon yi nkofobia opese mu hye na nem no mo yema na wasase we so ana nyame amfro bia wankasa huntimi mfre wo ho. So I believe say calling so because nyame amfro the way the work is you can't do it, so the calling first then your interest comes in.
So you believe say we dey see your free?
Yes.
Fa kwan benso eye wotie nyame asema na won say nyame afre me ana nyame be frɛ one day Albert ana di for be be carry be trail jabakada I mean ofre no fa kwan benso na bai.
I believe say nimpa bia wo ho ebra wo ko enim bia no nyame ama e bibia wo yemu.
Okay.
I believe so wo ho kra no you didn't just stand up one day to do this radio thing.
Come na dey me na para Dixon hu me mobo.
Oh, it's that's passion no. Edi kind ba.
Okay.
The passion ni mo no na a friend will automatically you end up in the limelight say na the person we. See I think that the passion came first then erade so edi mera ejuma ni mo.
Okay. Albert, my impossible ha. Men can say upon my enfa padlock to nkomobono so me no better so.
Okay.
But now I can hear so many voices in this song. In one breath I thought it was Hiniba Clement. Then I thought it was Brother Sammy. Then I could still we see when it goes high I hear some Brother Sammy. I can still hear some people just sing one song, and I'm told all this is from one man called Albert Possible, a young gentleman. He looks innocent. I don't know if he is. Albert, wow. Uhunam senyomono.
okayfm.
I mean, it's difficult to believe. It's Facha was a small boy.
Okay. Who say ewadie bi eti nimpa mu. Eno na.
What to this thing wo mu. Na baby oni me na me.
Ewadie bi eti nimpa mu. I believe say nipa be bretie wo de bia but the ohun wo da no might see you in a different way. But be hu no. Ti ade wo mu no na ma ehu se de otene mo menya honam no.
Wow. Inti den ne wo mu. Ma me no we when I was a child na me hu kwesi Prasda. Na debia no kuso mosa daka. So I thought it was some huge man like that. Me when I say na kwesi Prasda ni nyina ni. So I mean understand you.
Yeah.
Inti den ne wo mu it's bigger than the container, than the body itself for you to bring out such powerful song. Your voice alone speaks to my soul. Then
I know say from the onset now make us about the scripture and now say I'm more centered in that. I say no ne idea a woman more mama to me a year dear me no. Say radia sem net more you able to produce what will make sense in the years of men.
Say a radia sem ti more. You are able to produce what will make sense in the ears of men.
Yeah.
Radia semino efa hine ebe rium.
Also, can kind of book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. Bible kabi will say, "Yensu asem no anope wi ane anajo." Even as to when we are going to sleep, and when we are able to do that, bibia ebeko yama. So it means that it should be something you do persistently. Na madena bet na umu. Because anything you keep on doing, you become that thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Who come because your interview are now in practical terms. You are being real. Say, look, who person nyami asem enra umwa kind trust them no consistently meditate on this word day and night.
Yeah. My reason for saying that is because like we nyami asem kwa tunche, anything you keep on doing, you become that thing.
Papa o bonio.
Yes.
Who are you? Where did you grow up? Who gave birth to you? Where did you do school? Tell me about yourself.
Okay, I schooled at Kingdom Child. That is in Akwili Kaswa.
That above was school, wow.
Oh no.
Akwili Kaswa.
Yeah.
That was where you schooled. That
yes,
was
please.
That. Is it at what level? Primary school, JHS, SHS?
Yes, that's where I had my primary school.
Primary school, okay.
Yeah.
And then?
I pursued my education at St. John's Boys, Takrady.
Okay.
And I furthered to Winneba University of Education. That's where I did music.
It's just telling you, you'll be our school or Winneba. Anything the photo is divine. Yeah, photo for the yeah. It's just showing in you. I see. You studied music?
Yeah, I did music in the university.
Why did you study music at the university? Now music here, see into it doesn't pay. Now maybe university or there or tonium. I mean, it sounds.
This is the perception most, I think, the Ghanaians we have about music. But I think anything you want to do, you need an in-depth knowledge in that very thing. And even as to compositional techniques, you have to, get that kind of educational foundation. So that is my reason for doing music as a course.
Hey, Kratzy, into one, who feel this nyamia chewa dombi.
Yeah.
Now pese won fa sa dom ne nyamia juma.
Yeah.
How do we say? You didn't stop there. Wo ko hu school.
Yes.
Ko polishi sa aduma chere nyamia chewa.
Yes, please.
Where from that inspiration? Because we hear many people who they don't even know which key they are singing. But you get what I want to meet you say na instrumentalist no boy for say then we. I mean, where from that discipline, that motivation said Dave I want to polish this talent and use it well.
I believe so when you know where you want to go to, you should equip yourself in that very angle. And if you want to go international, you have to, get that kind of knowledge. So I didn't want to stay in my country alone, so I have to go through that channel. So it's based on the vision that put me to that
prepare.
Yes.
So what's international? What is the target? Which international musician? So for me to have an idea what the dream is, are you looking at the remember my body? Let me just listen to you.
You see, from the onset, you're making a point that I sound like a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I combine what people do and I project it. So maybe in the course of producing my music, you wouldn't be able to identify one style in it. Yeah.
So when you say you are going international, to say gospel musician being or international at that level, no, which
in the lives of Sonny Badu and Joe Metal.
Sonny Badu, Joe Metal, not the Sissy Winans, Cake Franklin, Ronkin Nolly, Don Moyne, not that level.
Oh, I love their ministry, but I think I also have where I want to go to. So.
And na would it be the share we hear na womba? And now what's you had the for account?
I think for now I wouldn't say no, I'm remember. That's why I said I've educated myself in a way, and I don't just sing alone. I play the instrument, I direct chords, and I also teach people how to write songs and other stuff. So I make money out of that.
Does it pay?
Oh yeah, it does.
What are some of the choirs you've directed or you are directing?
A lot.
For example?
The church I'm in now, CEC Castro Central.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm very respected with you. This is quite a small boy, you know my name. Who saw be crocodile? Who said DSS boy? Bia. Yeah, who nam so no mumbu you.
That is why I said, I think, forgive me if I don't say it right. I've been here once and the several times I've seen Father Dixon. I greet him everywhere he is. Like, seeing him in person, I think but because of what he does, he's having that kind of respect. So it's not about the structure, it's about what you produce out.
You are so deep, you are so full of wisdom and intelligence, and also free.
That is why I said the basic is the word.
And the word, the Bible, yeah.
Oh yes.
How do you read yours differently that makes you so discerning in thoughts? We all read it. I mean, do you read it? How do you read? Is it the normal text we just gloss through, or you do something extra?
I believe say obia or perception or the na the obi also nyame just to be spirit filled. Obi also just to get that knowledge aspect. That's why we have people like musua nyame asem, they pray but things are not working out. You know, it depending adrian or this asem no. That is the key word.
So basically, you are not studying the Bible for human knowledge, just to know Israeli Jewish history.
Yeah.
But it's the spirit backing the word.
Yeah.
Are you going into full-time ministry someday?
Frankly speaking, as it stands now, I can't say that I will do that. But I don't know the plans God have for my life.
And then you are afraid of hunger. Especially if your church is in Kaswa, they won't pay tithes, they won't pay. Possible, don't mind me. I'm too real sometimes. Is that what you're afraid of?
Oh no. I understand.
How challenging is this job? Miss Unauthorized said the anointing comes with attraction.
Yeah.
And also I know it also attracts temptation.
Yeah.
Those of you who are into music, your temptation is on a different level.
Yes, please.
How do you, what is the word? How do you, stay in line, sanctified, purified, as a vessel of honor? How do you avoid some of this, tempting temptations when the distance starts to pop up?
I think in the course of my song that they just played, I made a point in it. One of the verses, I said, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord will deliver him from them all. And we should understand, say, I'll go through temptation, and falling is part of it. But the main important thing is that after falling or after you being tempted, you should make an effort to move out of that. So I understand everything that goes around so far as temptation is concerned.
Father, let us learn. So somebody is an instrumentalist in the church listening to you right now, and then because it's a good keyboardist, a good bassist, a good percussionist, and then he's been tempted and he's falling, and the church is laughing at him. He can't return to church. Accusing fingers, and then you have the voice of the accuser preventing him from going to church. What would you tell such an instrumentalist who has committed certain things unbefitting of a Christian, and so the God-given talent he or she has, the person can go back to church, to serve? What would you tell such a person?
I believe that what most of the times bring us down is when we make our standard based on what humanity are saying. Like maybe going to church because you want people to appreciate you for being a Christian. But if you are not looking at it from that very angle, that's okay, I would want to be righteous because my pastor said I should be righteous. That is when those things, when it happens, you be like, okay, I do AC, but I'm not doing it for the pastor. So immediately you have to move into the word, and God will make you understand that it is part of your journey. It is part. But the main important, Bible say, sorry. So it means that God even accepts the fact that we will fall, but we should rise up from our falling.
And to say we are Christian, we are new to say we share see amen. That was what you are saying.
Yeah, that is the main.
But sorry, I know more pointy ye. We ye German. How do you say? We call boy German. We call yes see. We ye cause. We call yes see. And then the accuser uses our own church members to accuse us, and that voice makes us feel guilty, and we give up. It's not that easy, bro. So now we can say, oh, when the soldier falls down, hey, in the army you will rise again. The primary school you know too. In practicality, and that form, sir. Even some pastors want to leave churches because of these accusations.
I know it's not easy. That is why from the onset, me make a point. Be say, Adebia we no man in pabe measurement like oh person we man in pan who say there. That is when those accusations come, you feel like you are down. But when him say nyame mu na wo som no but nye nimpa, at least we nimpa psychologically it might affect you, but still you hold on because of say one fan nimpa anya ususu di antino. You still move on.
So what is your ministry like? I mean, there are several musicians, some of them are into worship.
Okay.
I mean, Catherine Coleman wants to say hallelujah and
okay.
Others are into heavy praise.
Okay.
Tell me about your ministry and your calling.
I think I stand for motivation. Even looking at my name, how it possible. my ministry is such that we want to produce song that after listening to that very song, you feel like burden has been released.
When you know a shame cry.
Aha, I stand for it's a motivational song. Yes.
Or feel say or how be
a free so. Yes, please.
Who performing what sorry, who minister was CACP and other churches knows to me for
oh, a lot of churches make all different places.
Nah, on my then how do they get to how do they get to we on my then on Musaka or Umbeka and see yes also from Pacho. Now Sunday we they won't release it will buy in my how do look I said David Sunday me will harvest now and make I mean how do they get to you?
Okay, I believe say so for now about as I said, this is what God has given me and I can't stay at one place. So anytime I'm free, I devote my time for the church. And when the need arises for me to move to a different place to help them with what God has given me to, He gives me the chance to go out.
Nah, would you honorarium, would you appreciation, and now Bob was say my rate is X amount, nothing less than that.
Frankly speaking, I don't charge.
So how do you finance your trips, costuming? You are like somebody who will life. I mean, how do you pay instrumentalists? Now Omukita Konga now with the witch. If you don't charge, how do you motivate them? Do not muzzle the oxen that rest the mill. Yeah. I
think for now, as you said earlier on, the Okansempano and one of the and I don't think it will be best for say Faka all the way from maybe Accra to Takra Day for a program and the person will leave you like that. They will appreciate
you. Some live like that.
It's part of the experience, but in our account.
What is a dream? This is I guess we have 8, 9, 10. We have some 4 months or so to end the year. What is the plan for the rest of the year for you?
I think this is the very song we are promoting, and in the course of this very year we are going to launch it, and after the album launch I'll come out with a new song.
Mibo, Nyumwe, is it a single song or one track as part of an album?
A single song.
For now?
Yes, please.
Tell me about this song. Nyame.
It is well. The title is Wayewi. Yeah, meaning it is well. I think when you read the book of 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 10, the Bible said, Adom nyina nyankopon a wafrɛ aba enimonyam hye mu no ono na yehuna mane kakransa obepejae. So it means that nyame na ode aba in nkyɛn no ogi tum say I might go through a lot of tribulations, temptation, but in the midst of it all, no, so that is the motivation behind this.
One I would train you.
Yes, please.
Engineer Ben age Mao.
But Danbasi Kumasi.
Okay, I see. I think me I like speaking the truth. I underrated you. I saw you as a young guy now coming. Oh, you're young, crack. You've gone to study music at the university. You're working in the Dambasi studio. I should have put you on the hot seat. And yet, you look deceptive, but your appearance deceives people. How was the song doing? How was it going?
I'll say it is good. It's going.
Much on video.
It's a video, but I think in the course of next week it will be on the televisions and social media platform.
Promotional budgets, wow.
I think so. On say idea be a now one plan, you can't just stand up and say I'm promoting, so let me go to the side.
It's more obits ye nipa na ba be wasem. How can we support you? How can we follow you? What are your handles? What are your contact details? How can we reach you?
I think so. When you go to Facebook, the name is Albert Possible.
As an ALBERT, then Possible.
Possible.
POSSIBLE. Okay.
Albert, and on Facebook, to have my page there, Albert Possible Ministry. When you go there, you see most of my live videos and the songs I've released previously. I'm going to get them, and Instagram, the name is Albert Possible. I mean, everywhere Possible.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married.
Are you dating? Yeah, you can see her. Albert, in Tidenkra, what is your fan? Maybe you say one can be I mean Bissau 12 boy say me switch you over. I mean your final thing if there's something you want to put out.
I think before I be say adiebe papa no enya bibisu na gina yansa yehu because there are better things eshisumasi ya yehu because of so being projected ade no. You know, I came with my manager and maybe I know no panka. I wouldn't get this opportunity sitting here talking to you and the listeners too, you know. Medana sekesi pa na obi so enam ne so ma medum pempen so amedu ne so no mentimi mbodin but obi otie mi a nam ne nsa so amedu die medu no kasa nya menhra no.
Manager, if I was saying, what is happening here? 1 2 3 1 2 3. Oh boy, obeka sape for other mic no. Man, I was here. I was saying,
but you're frame
Rafi. Raphael.
Yeah.
I brand say we won't know why.
Michiano program master.
Program.
But you
it's a plan and they saying what it was kabe shame sa free member.
Oh. Bibi papa wo.
Bank kakra ana no obi ko che obi $1 million check or see a friend was saying a faith check. Is that what are you talking by faith and now a bank asankasa?
A bank asankasa.
We give glory to God. I sit behind this console. I do several interviews. When I meet a man of presence, I know he's different. My respect, you know, he's deep. And see now he becomes a blessing to all of us. Now I mean so shirao. And if you have a yebusia, when you're single, just pass through. Na ya bonkomo na ya dia share ready anymunyam. Albert Possible is the gentleman I just spoke to, and it says when you go on social media, the name is Albert Possible, both Facebook, Instagram, anywhere. Is he Albert Possible Ministries or Albert Possible?
Albert Possible Ministries, that is on Facebook.
On Facebook, okay.
That's my page.
Facebook, yeah, Albert Possible Ministries.
Yes,
by the Akano, Albert Possible.
Yes,
it is our prayer that the God of impossibilities makes his dreams become possible.
OKFM 101.7.